A sample cover letter for your PR application. This is the topic of discussion for this presentation. And what happened after my previous video on writing a cover letter and how to write it, I got some requests from people asking for a sample letter. So, sample cover letter to be attached to the PR application. Now, I was in a bit dilemma because we provide same services as a paid service. So whether I should share this or not was a question. But then I decided to share one sample or a sample part. So what I'm going to do in this presentation is I'm going to show you a career progression section which I have referred in my previous presentation part 1 of this series. So I'm going to take one sample which client provided and how it was rewritten in a proper manner. So for this, I'm going to use Word and PDF. Now the file that I'm referring is available on our website, or the link is also provided in the description of this video. So you don't need to really read it on the video itself. You can download that PDF. So let's move ahead. So this is the first part of this document is showing the original draft. Now, as I mentioned, I'm not going to read entire part because it is almost 3 pages. This is what one of the client provided us. So I'll just read a couple of paragraphs in the beginning and then I will explain the structure the way it is written by the client. Since I work in SAP as a functional FICO, financial accounting and controlling consultant, most of my experience and learning relates to this area. First of all, I am an associate member of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. Thus, I have a strong background in financial accounting and management accounting. This helps me a lot in my work as a SAP consultant. Thus, my work of SAP implementation in FICO and my previous background in accounting go hand in hand. Secondly, I attended SAP FICO Partner Academy in Malaysia training course 5 weeks full time in February March 19 and a year. I was working with Acme Information Technology India Limited, and this way the section has progressed. Then after that the person has talked about first project in SAP and then project number 2 in SAP and then work with Acme 3 in Singapore where the client shifted to Singapore and then the companies he worked for. And then again he has mentioned what exactly he has done. So you can actually pause the video if you want to read a specific section. Then work with Acme 7 and then the conclusion. So as you see, it is almost 2.5 or almost 3 pages draft. So let's have a look on what are the problems with this original draft provided by the client. So the first problem, as you see, it is too long. We have said in the previous video that normally the cover letter should not exceed 3 pages, maximum 4 pages. But here the career progression section itself is almost 3 pages. So that is a kind of a long section, I will say, and immigration officers are not likely to have too much time to go through all this, understand all the complexity, and conclude as to how good you are or how your career has progressed. It is also too technical. In the sense, you will see that there are a lot of terms used SAP, FI, CO, PA, MM, SD, CATT. So, all these technical terms, presuming that the immigration officer will understand, is not really beneficial because immigration officers are not expert in every field that is out there. So you need to take efforts to explain those or to avoid those terms and use generic terms. The next problem, it is like a list of work done. It is more or less like a CV, but just because it was titled as career progression, whoever wrote that tried to be more explaining in nature. So they tried to explain how it has progressed. But if you really see, it's just a CV and a list of work and project done. And the last two problems I noticed is there is no conclusion in that section. There is no positivity. See, when you write a cover letter, you need to tell to whoever it is reading that whatever you have done is good, is better, is best, or it is something that very few people do. Whatever conclusion is there, that you need to point it out in a proper manner. So generally when you write a cover letter, it is expected that you will try to show some positivity. But I don't see any positivity over here. So this career progression section then was rewritten in the following way. So this is a rewritten paragraph, and I will just read again two paragraphs in the beginning rather than reading everything. As an SAP finance and controlling consultant, I have advanced steadily in my career over the last years. A career that started in India has taken me to various locales across Asia Pacific and a name of countries: Indonesia, Malaysia, Hong Kong, Australia, Thailand, and finally to wonderful Singapore. And then it explains about the first project. My strong educational background in accounting prepared me well for my career in SAP. My first two SAP projects were with Acme 1 and Acme 2, and here I gained valuable experience in many FICO related tasks. Then it also tells the size of these companies, emphasizing that those were really big companies at that point of time. Now, if I move to the last paragraph, I started 10 years back as a fresh SAP consultant concentrating on configuration and development in SAP. Over the years, my role in various projects widened. I slowly shifted to project management, and in recent few years, I am also getting involved in organization-wide IT management. Surely, SAP configuration is still at least 50% of my work today, but the exposure today to the wider IT management aspect is what I like. And then with this, the section closes. There is no closing statement here because this is a part of the entire letter. So closing section will come at the end of the letter. And then just to highlight that, we also added a graph here showing how the career initially was in a junior role. Slowly, the junior role got on reducing, and then senior role started increasing. So if you really see, this is a condensed version of the experience written much in an understandable manner. And it also shows the direction to whoever it is reading, that how the person's career has progressed in a specific direction and in the positive manner. So now coming back to the presentation, there is one more thing that you need to note here specifically, which I understand from my experience. So normally the person about whose career or about whose contributions a letter is being written, he normally will face problems in writing cover letter for himself. That is because you are part of that work. So you have a lot of details, lot of presumptions, and then you have a lot of affinity to that topic. So normally they end up having a too detailed version and too long version of what they have done. You will normally need somebody else, and that somebody else normally will be in pair. You will need somebody to identify the critical points and another person who will specialize in writing to write this. So in summary, you need to spend reasonable time on writing a cover letter and examining it multiple times. Don't expect that your first draft will be correct. Usually multiple revisions are necessary. And you always need to look from the viewpoint of the immigration officer who is going to read it.
Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to our channel today. PR Application is a leading immigration consultancy company in Singapore.